Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is Thursday evening. That means it is time for another edition of the Small Business Spotlight. For those of you who don't know me, I don't know why you're here, but hey, maybe you're here for our special guest. My name is Pat. I am the owner and operator of Bears in the City, an entertainment company based out of Orlando. I am now in Chicago. So as a way to do my part during these crazy times, I have decided to do this show and take a little bit of time to highlight and showcase small businesses and artists that I think the world should know more about. So that is why we are here, not just to look at my pretty face. No, okay. But I am going to be bringing on in just a second a really good friend of mine, somebody that I have been working with for years at this point, and a company that I stand behind 100%. I am very excited. We just chatted recently about doing this, and he was excited to be a part of the show tonight. So without further ado, I am going to bring to the program, this is Jody from Bear Skn.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello. Hi. Sorry, the crowd was just going crazy.
I know, I can't quiet down, everyone.
It's so weird. Like, I mean, as you know, you do a podcast as well, but you get used to just like kind of throwing things out there and not really having a crowd response.
Right.
But when you're doing a podcast with other people, there's at least somebody else, at least one other person to kind of bounce things off of.
At least they giggle and make a comment or something.
Right. Even if they give you some side eye and throw shade at you, you're at least like, hey, I get it. But when you're doing this and I'm just looking at the camera, and I have to remember I have my my DSLR set up as my webcam, so it's on a tripod up here, and my computer is down here, so I keep looking to look at you, but then remembering like, okay, got to make contact with you.
I know. I have to put the person here in front of me, not on my screen over here, because I'm always like looking over. Yeah.
So
it's difficult for us.
It's so frustrating. First world problems.
Oh,
but I am super excited that you agreed to come on the show. Thank you so much for that.
Of course, of course.
So let's just jump right into talking about Bear Skn, because I am wearing some Bear Skn right now. I don't have the leg flexing ability nor the camera movement to show them off right now.
Okay, all right. That's a different show.
But I have my purple and green ones. That's the isn't that the rugby theme one?
Oh yeah, the Portland Lumberjack rugby team ones. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes, I love them. Oh, so soft, so supple. It's just like hiding in closet is right here.
Yes.
Often shuffling it for us. So for those that are out there watching, why don't you tell us about Bear Skn, how it came to be, and what made you think of trying to revolutionize underwear for bears?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually it started way back in 2014. So my partner Bjorn was part of some Underwear of the Month club. I can't even remember what it was. And he would get different fun underwear every month. And he was like maxing out the size at like an extra large. And some of the brands, even an extra large, he wasn't fitting into. And he's even smaller than I am. And I was like, well, I want some fun underwear. And just started doing research, and there really wasn't anything on the market that we could find that was big enough for me to fit in. And that was cute, like I want cute underwear. At that time I was bartending at the Eagle in Minneapolis. So we'd have underwear nights, and I'm like, oh, I want to wear cute underwear to work when I'm working. And also like being on my feet all the time, a lot of the underwear would create chafing issues because my, legs and being on your feet and sweating, no fun. So we just, started doing some research, found out a lot of other bears and bigger guys in our world were having those same issues. And so after months of like research and tearing apart underwear, we launched a Kickstarter. When we had a really successful Kickstarter in 2014. I think we raised like $56,000 total. We hit our goal in 24 hours. It was pretty amazing. And then in 2015, we went full-time doing Bear Skn. So we quit our day jobs. and started shipping and, doing all the marketing and all that stuff for Bearskin. And we've been doing that ever since. So full time since 2015. So I guess it's been 5 years now, full time.
Wow. I wanted to say, like, I was trying to remember, and I didn't want to throw out the wrong year, because that's how we came to know each other, was because of the Kickstarter. You guys reached out, and I think through either Twitter or Facebook, to Bears in the City, and you were like, hey, we're launching this Kickstarter for this, new underwear that's, aimed at the bear community. Would you mind, spreading the word? And I was like, yeah, of course. And did the Kickstarter with you guys, got to talking to y'all, and it was fantastic. Like, it's been an incredible ride. So I can't believe it's been, like 6 years of that.
It's been, I mean, there's been a lot of ups and downs. Having a small company, those first few years are really difficult. We had issues with funding and manufacturing and getting it distributed and trying to get into stores, and all the same issues that small business owners go through. And this year, even with everything kind of in lockdown, people are still being very supportive of us, and they still need new underwear, so we're still being very thankful that people are buying our underwear, and it's been pretty consistent. So we've been super excited about that. Since I haven't been working my day job, I actually did start working again when we moved here to Portland. I work at Destination XL here. I'm a manager at one of the locations. But when I was furloughed there 2 months ago or whatever it is now, went right back into Bearskin and started doing it more full time. I actually started taking some online courses with about e-commerce, marketing, and Facebook ads, and just doing a little bit more research and filling up my time with some online classes, which has been kind of fun.
That's awesome. I mean, that's a great way to be able to repurpose time that you weren't expecting to have to be able to, make your business even better.
Yeah.
So before we go any further, and this is still new to me as well, I want to make sure that I put out there, if you are watching, we have watchers that are watching right now. Hi, how are you?
Hey.
If you have questions, if you've got comments, if you have anything that you want to throw out there, we are on Facebook. We are on YouTube.
Ooh.
Just type your question or type something into the comments if you want to share, and I get them over here. We can pop them up on the screen and do all of that. So
any questions you have, I'm game for them.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're out there, you're watching, you got questions, please.
Or just want to say hi.
Absolutely. Yes. We've had that happen too. I love it. 2 weeks ago, I was talking to Adam Noreen, who's a musician, and his family was on there putting comments and stuff. It was great. So nice. If you have any questions, comments, you want to say hi, please do so in the comments. So when you launched with a couple of colors. I want to say red, green.
Oh boy.
Something like that. We don't need to go into like what the actual.
Oh boy, I don't remember now.
But so my question about it is, how do you guys come up with the colors that you end up using? Because you go through a color or a pattern, you conceptualize them, they're created, they're put out for sale, but then once they're gone, they're gone. You've done a couple of like revisits and with some updates
that have been, like our backwoods. The red one, the like buffalo check, is super popular, so we just kind of keep that one all the time. But yeah, we get inspiration all over the place, from shoes to just patterns we see when we were out, scouting, in the mall or whatever, just random places anywhere, or like just a fun print or some colors. We kind of, my partner Bjorn, he's our creative director. So we kind of, whatever he would want to buy, it's kind of like his taste. So we've been he has a good eye for that kind of stuff. So we're really sticking to that. Like, would he buy this? Would he wear that? And so it's a little bit more his style. We've, strayed a little bit from there, and sometimes those don't go so well. So we're trying to really focus on what people are really connecting with, what people are, excited to see. we're doing a lot more camos and plaids coming up. Those seem to always do really well. Some of our other, we did stripes 1 year. Those did okay. So, we're just trying out things. We get inspiration from all over the place, really. It's kind of
very nice.
No, I don't know.
No, although, and it's funny because when you were talking about like getting inspiration from different places, it made me think of the boysenberry, the boysenberry pattern, and it makes me just think of Blanche Devereaux's bedroom from The Golden Girls.
The dark tropical stuff is super popular on, you see tropical shirts everywhere, but the like really dark background with just a couple colors. We wanted it to be kind of floral, but not floral, so it's trying to be a little bit more masculine in our patterns and our colors, and but still being fun. That's a big thing, is it going to be fun and bright? Because there's not a lot of bright and fun stuff for bigger guys or bigger people. So that's also, we want it to be fun and bright and colorful. We don't want it just to be, navy and gray and black. Like, I can get that everywhere. So trying to get some fun, bright colors in there too is really important for us.
Awesome. Yeah, no, they've been really kind of cool. The only time that I think that I've ever seen you guys be like very dark on like the majority of the pattern is I want to say it was like your second or third run back in the day, which were the neons, the neon brights, where the underwear was black, but they had the pink, which I was in love with and still am, green, and the orange, which I still have those. Those have stayed with me.
Really popular. Yeah, it had the neon matching waistband, and then just the piping and the trim. Yeah, that was really fun, because we originally were going to do the whole thing that color, and it was like, wow, that's a lot. They look more like swim trunks than underwear. So we're like, how about we just give it like an accent? And so, those are really good.
I still think that if you flipped it and you did them in the neon color with like black piping.
Yeah, we thought about that too. Yeah.
I put my vote in there for that.
Okay. So. I'll keep that on the tally sheet over here. One more for the black piping on the neon.
Well, I mean, I'm a sucker for black and pink. And the best was that it came out around the time that I did my Bears in the City shirts the first time. Yeah. And the funny part was, like, I couldn't decide on a second color. So I ended up doing, because the black and pink was always going to happen. But I was like, oh, this black and green looks cute, and this black and orange looks cute. And I couldn't decide. So I got a small amount of both black and green and black and orange. Yeah. And then you guys announced that. And I was like, I now have coordinating underwear for my t-shirt.
Oh, I do remember that too. I was like, I thought you got them afterwards. Like after. Oh.
That was serendipity working.
The magic happened. That's where the magic happened.
Right? Exactly. So we are now in what is formerly known as Pride Month and is now Gay Wrath Month.
Woo, yes.
So speaking of a little bit of wrath or pride, because the first Pride was a riot.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys have launched a cute new product for this time of year.
Yeah. Oh, I have one here. I was like, I'm wearing them. I can't really show them. We have our Backwoods Pride.
Yay!
They've been flying out of here. Like, I did do a little extra work to promote them, but it's probably been our most popular print so far. This one is going really fast. It's got the rainbow, but it's like still us. It's got the backwoods print, the like plaid. So, and it's been really popular. So if you want some, be sure to go to bearskin.com and grab them now, because I was just in there earlier and packing orders, and I had to run back over here to get on the show. So, but yeah, they've been doing really well, and so we're probably gonna do another Pride one next year. Since this one did so well, we'll have to revamp it and do something a little different. But yeah, it's been super fun, and it's just bright and colorful and fun. So it's not like we didn't just slap a rainbow on it, and you are supporting a gay business by getting one of these. So, and we support the gay community in a number of different ways, supporting local organizations. in
Absolutely.
Portland. We've done it in Minneapolis. We did it when we were in Vegas. We always contributing back to our local communities too.
No, and that's one of the reasons why I love you guys so much. And knowing that these patterns go, especially when they're a limited edition or they're a specific like directed market of like, okay, this is the Pride edition. Once I had a couple of extra bucks and I was like, okay, things are paid, I'm good, all right, let's do this. I was like, and bearskin.com, let's go order these right now. And I was hoping, I'm glad that you had a pair, because I had gotten a notification today that my bearskin package was supposed to arrive today. It is not here. Thank you, USPS. But
USPS is a little shady lately. They're a little slow, not shady. They're a little slow.
A little slow. I mean, granted, yeah, I mean, it is definitely understandable. So I'm glad you had them. I'm excited to get mine probably tomorrow or the day after. They'll be here. And I was so stoked to be able to help support. And I'm glad to hear that through all of this, that the community and the people who are big Bearskin supporters are still doing so. I know one of my really good friends and our current reigning Mr. Bear Bust, Josh, had ordered some not too long ago. He got the Boysenberry and a couple of other ones, and before I moved up here, we had all placed we all collectively pooled together for like one of the promos that was going on earlier this year, and we're like, okay, which ones do you want, what size, what colors? And we put through a big old order, and we're like, okay, let's get all of this set up. So I'm glad to see that everything is still in. Yeah, gay owned and operated businesses are where I love to support them regardless. But during Pride Month, any company can throw a rainbow flag on something or a rainbow pattern. But honestly, just giving money to a homosexual directly makes life so much easier.
It was important to both of us to be more strategic about the print and it had meaning behind it. But also, it's just, like I said, it's a fun, bright kind of summer print, and it isn't just a rainbow slapped on something, which it's kind of bugs me when I just see, everything during this time of month has a rainbow just slapped on it just to get those gay dollars and not actually supporting us. So, and you're spending your dollars where it counts.
Absolutely, and I feel like it's almost it's a Pride version, but also an homage to where you guys have come from, because they've all been almost all of them have been colors that you guys have done before, and it's kind of like it almost feels upcycled in a sense. Not it's just if somebody were really crafty and they were like, well, I have all of these different color backwoods bears or backwoods prints.
We have the yellow and the blue and the red right now. And this I guess we don't have purple right now, but so we have, and then we have another green backwoods. So you get, it's fun when I'm putting the orders together. I'm like, oh, that'll be fun. All those bright underwear together. But I'm like, well, it's only one person gonna wear those. So
very true. But so one of the other things that I wanted to make sure that we talk about while we have you on here is how you market, because I absolutely love the range and diversity that you guys show in your marketing. How do you guys think about that, and how is it that, like, what was your thought process to be like, hey, let's make sure that we are showcasing all different ranges of guys and all different things? Obviously it's a little bit more different now this second, just because you can't do photo shoots and you're not being able to do all these things.
Well, my partner modeled the Pride ones. I modeled the ones right before that because we were under lockdown. So it's like, well, guess we get to model again. But it was really important to us right from the beginning to use bigger bodies in all of our marketing, because as a bigger guy, when I go to like a department store and buy underwear, you pick up the packaging and there's like a ripped abs, like a super, and I'm like, well, how is that going to look on me? Because that, and it's like a weird disconnect. I'm like, well, who is this for? So using bigger bodies, it was like our Kickstarter campaign. We started with bigger bodies. I was in that campaign with a couple of friends. So, and I think, Bjorn was in that too, my partner, and a really good friend of ours, Aaron, from back in Minneapolis. So bigger bodies all the time. And we really, a lot of times on our social media, we feature a lot of our customers. So they are super excited to share pictures in their new underwear. So on our Instagram, it's loaded with customer pictures. They love sharing it, and we love featuring them. But yeah, we use all different body types and colors and everything. It's kind of a lot of times it is sort of like people we know or our friends, because that's the easiest connection. And being a small company, we aren't going to hire a big modeling agency and all this stuff. So it's all in-house that we do that. We hire some subcontractors to do some work. Friends will pay them to do photography and stuff. But yeah, we just use our friends or people that are around. We've tried to do like, oh, if you want to be a model, submit and send us pictures. And sometimes they're always like across the country, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry, that's probably not going to work for us. But we did. We've used a bunch of our friends when we were in LA. We've gone there and used a bunch of our friends there. It was just always been really important to use what they call real bodies in our advertising, which is a little bit different than a traditional underwear models. But yeah.
No, and that's awesome. And for those watching, follow them on Instagram. Yes. Their handle is right on the screen. For Facebook, just go search Bear Skn. You'll see their logo. Go check them out. Make sure that you tag them when you take the pictures. I mean, you're already taking thoughty pictures anyway.
Yes.
So show off the bear.
Share as many as we can. You can send them to us. Some of them we can't share, but I don't want to get Instagram shut down. But please share your pictures, send them to us. We'll feature you on our page if we can. And I got a backlog of them right now because everyone's got all their Pride, their new Pride stuff, and try to get up a couple of them a day. But yeah.
And if you need help, and there is very attractive menses that want to be models in the Chicago area, once this lockdown is all said and done, and a fond memory in the past, I am more than willing to help out and lend my photographic skills.
Yes.
To help that cause.
I will keep that in mind.
So real quick, I just have to say hello to Chase, one of my friends back in Orlando.
Chase.
He loves he's one of my karaoke patrons, longtime patrons, and he loves when I talk about submitting your song request and I say to tap on it.
Nice.
So he just wanted to put that out there. And he said that it's different and refreshing. So
nice.
I love to see. We put little comments up there.
Thanks, Chase. Yeah.
But so sorry, that just took it all into a whole different section there. But yeah, no, that's a fantastic thing. Tag your pictures. You're taking them anyway. And it's a great thing. I have been thankful to work with you with many different events that we've done. Anytime I'm running an event or I've been running an event at Parliament House, I hit you up and I'm like, hey, Jody, we're doing this. Can we get some gift certificates? And you've always been amazing with that. And what was your thought process for like saying yes to things like that and working with organizations and events to be a part of them in that kind of capacity?
Yeah. So, I mean, we get hit up frequently for donations, and we were before the lockdown. And we kind of take into consideration what the groups are, what are they doing, is it supporting the gay community? Is it for a cause? Are there going to be bigger bodies at these events? That kind of stuff. Are they, being inclusive? It just kind of depends on the event and what we have going on. But yeah, a lot of the times we're more than happy to donate gift cards or send products for, gift bags or raffles or, for contestant prizes or whatever it may be. Yeah, we're always happy to send, a few gift cards. It helps promote us too, and we like to support. And, sometimes we get really weird ones and I'm just like, what is this? Who are you? I can't find you anywhere on social media, so I think you just want a gift card for yourself.
One of the things that I've loved for the last couple of years, I know that you guys have worked with TBRU and sponsored their underwear auction, which then inspired me with Bear Bust to incorporate that and to we do ours differently. We don't do a live auction, which because it can at times be a little awkward, and I always hate when that happens, and I feel bad for people. And then there's some where you get into a hefty bidding war, because I'm telling you, the first year that I didn't win Mr. TBRU Cub, I was very upset, and I went in fiercely trying to buy a pair of underwear off of one of the hot models, and I was like, I'm gonna take, if I couldn't win a title, I'm gonna win these underwear. But we have our guys go around and wear the underwear and then go sell raffle tickets while they're in the underwear. Similar to kind of how, like, and I know Bjorn has done this with me also. We were partners the last time at TBRU during their family dinner. And the contestants go around and they sell the tickets. So we do that kind of style of auction. And the last few years have been great. The people who are part of the auction love it, because they what we've been doing is giving them a pair of bearskin to keep for themselves. So they love it because they get a nice
luxury underwear.
Come for real. And then the people that are buying it, buying the tickets, get the ones that the people were wearing, and then the money goes to one of our charities that we pick for that year. So the fact that you guys step up to the plate and do things like that is a huge piece of why I support you guys so much, is because it all comes full circle. Like, I support you, you support me, we're supporting charity, and everybody wins at the end. So
exactly. I mean, and that's why I think it's really important to support small businesses, because they normally keep a lot of the money in the community. We're always trying to build up community. So we're always supporting other organizations. TBRU is a great event for us. We've sold at a number of those events. In their like whatever their little their store area. I can't even think of what it's called. The vending area. Sorry.
Yeah, the bear market.
Yeah, the market. And then the underwear auction was always a really fun thing for us. And it all goes to their charities, which is really awesome. And I don't think we did this last year. I can't even. Or wait, no, it like got canceled halfway through or something. I don't know what happened.
It went about a day and a half.
Yeah, I was like, it did start and then it got canceled. And so we didn't actually donate anything, because I was like, I feel like this is going to be canceled.
Which, I mean, in hindsight.
Anyways, but well, it was always fun to work with them, and I'm sure we'll work with them again in the future, and work with you again in your events. And we're always doing a lot of bear events and different things like that. It's fun. I wish we could actually go to more of them, but we're very busy lately.
And it's tough when you have to travel like that. And I know that the last time I went to TBRU, I think Bjorn and I were talking a lot about that, and how it's just kind of it burns you guys out, because you have to travel. You're traveling with the product, which means that it's cheaper to drive. And then you have to actually drive to these places and then do all this, and then you set up and you're vending for 8 hours.
Because you're on that whole time, and then it's like when it's done is when everyone's like, oh, we're going to this party, and I'm like, I just worked for 10 hours. I want to go lay down. Right. And they're fun. They, and when we first started, it was a great way to get our name out there. We keep going back and forth, trying to figure out ways to go back and vend at some of these events. But we also have a number of smaller retailers that do specialty underwear stores across the country that actually go to these events. So we kind of work with them. Toolbox out of Indianapolis does TBRU and a couple other ones. And then, oh my goodness, I'm going to get in trouble. Adam Rodriguez does the World Bear Weekend and another one.
Oh God, it's I'm
in trouble. But so we work with him as well for some of his events, and he just vends the product for us, so we don't actually have to go. And then he gets, he gets part of the money and we get part of the money, and it's a great partnership for us.
That's fantastic. I just because I am horribly not in the know right this second. Do you still work with Mojo Man in Orlando?
We have never actually.
Oh,
No.
for some reason I thought you guys had. My bad.
Yeah.
If this wasn't live, I would say we could erase that, but
right.
But
yeah, we haven't done a big push into retailers. Most of them that we are in, they've reached out to us. So and it's been a great, growing partnership with all of them. So hopefully this year got kind of thrown into chaos. So that was going to be a push this year. So next year we're going to try again and get some more plans to get into some more smaller retail, those specialty men's underwear stores across the country that they're help support some small businesses as well. So
absolutely. No, and there's Mojo Man is a great a owned and operated underwear and clothing store in Orlando. We were talking earlier, we have Men's Room here in Chicago. That's kind of the same thing. It's some clothing, some leather and fetish gear, kind of a little mixed bag of everything. They have locations in Toronto and Montreal also. So there's a lot of great places like that. So it'd be great to see you guys be able to be accessible that way, where I'd be like, oh shit, I need a new pair of underwear. Let me go run to the store real quick. I'd be able to get Bear Skn. And Chase, if you were still watching, bearskin.com, it's right on the screen. Go check them out. He was asking that he was a little late for the beginning of the show, so I wanted to make sure that
we've got some Pride ones left. We got a lot of other stuff. So, and also Father's Day is coming up. So for those father or daddy figures in your life that might need a fresh pair, definitely go check out. We got lots of underwear. We've got some jock straps, a few jock straps left as well. So those have been very popular. We did a little test run on the jock straps just to kind of see. It took a while for us to really fine tune the design, because for bigger bodies, you need them to be different than maybe a traditional jock strap. Because a lot of times the belly will cover more of it, or your legs, and you just get like a little bit of fabric right in the front, and you're like, what are they wearing? What is going on there?
Yes.
So we designed one that has a little bit more fabric on the sides, kind of on the leg, and everyone's like, we want more of these. So we had a Backwoods, the plaid one, and that one sold out in like a few days. And I was like, oh boy, we should have done more of these. But so yeah, we definitely are gonna have a lot more prints and colors in the jock straps this fall. We've got, we're finalizing our order for this fall stuff. Everything got a little off schedule. So we'll have a ton more stuff. We're actually bringing back briefs again this fall, because people have been screaming about them. So we kind of tweaked them a little bit as well. We had a little redesign on those as well. And we are excited to bring those back this fall. So we'll have jocks, briefs, and boxer briefs. So
I love it. I love it. And just as a reminder, if you've ever called me daddy at any point in time, you can send me a gift as well.
Oh, yes.
You just put it out there.
Message and payment, and we'll just forward it to him. We have his address and everything already.
I was going to say, yeah, Jody's got all my info.
This is for Pat.
Right. I need to buy a jock strap for Pat the Bear. Yep. Okay. Right. Sending it right over. Jody has my sizes and everything. Just message him and get the payment over. He'll take care of it all.
Or you can buy a gift card, and then people can just order the size that they want. Gift cards always fit. You don't have to worry about the size.
One size fits all.
Yes, we offer those too. So get your friends a gift card, and they can go buy the size they need.
So speaking of sizes, so you guys go up to 5X, right? 5 or 6? 6X. So, but on the other end of the spectrum, because it is Bear Skn, we've been talking this whole time about bigger bodies. You guys have small, medium, large.
From small to 6X, it's quite a size range.
So if you are in the market for comfortable, now mind you, they have 4-way stretch, bamboo, cotton. There is a little mesh area for your taint.
Yep.
That way it's breathable. That's whenever I talk to anybody, that is the thing that everybody talks about is the mesh.
Yeah. Well, that was my problem area, because I would get, or they would wear out right there, and I would get holes from being on my feet all day. So, and it's a double layer of the mesh there, so it's a little bit more durable, so it doesn't wear out so quick, and it keeps you a little drier down there, so that helps reduce chafing and issues.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's phenomenal. If there's anywhere that I can say about Bear Skn, it's phenomenal. And you're not just underwear. You also have t-shirts. Do you guys still have hats?
Yeah, we just do a few hats and t-shirts. The t-shirts are really just a print on demand thing. We don't have those in-house. We just have a printer that does them when we sell them. Like, wait, I can get this one. Oops, sorry. Sorry, there.
I'll get let me get the branding out of the way. Hold on.
Right.
There we go. Yeah. Ooh, that's so cute. I love it.
My mask is in the way, but
and speaking
we're hoping to maybe do some masks that can coordinate too. So
I would love it.
We'll have to be wearing these for the rest of the year, I'm sure. So you gotta coordinate your mask with your outfit. So
right. I mean, I was gonna
do accessory.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'm no expert in the hanky code, but I mean,
we're not gonna. Yeah, we don't need to go into that. But.
Just saying. But yes, we have a comment that his boys can breathe because of the mesh layer in there.
You're welcome, Justin.
And I will just say this: I love it because so one of my really good friends is Gidget Galore, who is a queen in Orlando, a former Miss National Comedy Queen. Just an amazing person. During this whole pandemic, has been doing shows with Gidget Galore on stage as part of the Digital Drag Fest and everything. She does a lot of stuff with me during Bear Bust, is a huge part of and fan of the bear community, and raves about Bear Skn and loves them. And it's just, honestly, it's fantastic. So, and I will tell you this, the one thing that one of my favorite pieces of Bear Skn apparel, accoutrement, is something that you guys, I think, only maybe had once, but it was so amazing, and it so worked out because that year.
What happened that year? Am I frozen? No, I can't hear you. What happened?
Okay. Bear Skn hoodie.
Ooh. Hello? A Bear Skn hoodie, yes. No.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, are we there? Are you here?
I am.
Oh, okay.
So was that me?
No, that was me. Something happened on my side.
I was like, I'm connected to the internet. What happened?
My internet's been wonky, and I was hoping that there was no issue today, and of course there was.
Okay. So something about a hoodie. I heard that.
Yes. Oh, my hoodie from oh god, it had to be like 2015 in Dallas. It was so cold that year for TBRU, and it's the black hoodie with
it rained and it was gross the whole time.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All of those. It was so funny. I was like, we'll see if we sell these. Oh, man, that was a weird,
It was a bad coincidence, but a great coincidence all at the same time.
I was like, we're probably not going to sell these, but on the other hand, we do. Great. And it was cold, so we sold all of them. It was kind of fun.
It was, and it's still one of my favorite things to wear. Honestly,
we have a couple different ones online that you can buy. Yeah.
I love it. So in addition to Bear Skn, which is the reason that we brought you on here, but we are going to pivot just a minute. You've also taken on a new venture in the form of a podcast. I know I referenced it earlier, called Heavy Conversation. And you can follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary. We started on the June 5th, 2 years ago. So it have 105 or 6 episodes. I don't know, a lot.
Oy vey. I mean, that's fantastic. First off, congratulations, because
it's been really fun. So it was the co-host is Bruce Sturgill of Chubster.com. He runs a big and tall men's lifestyle website, so you can get style advice, product knowledge, all that kind of stuff. So definitely go check out Chubster. But yeah, it's basically 2 big guys talking about big guy stuff. So we talk about literally everything. We've talked about sex positions. We talked about dating. We talk about fashion. We talk about male loneliness was a very popular episode that we did. We kind of talked about like it's hard as adults to get new friends. Like if you move to a new city, it's hard to develop friendships, and how do you do that? And everyone's online, and how do you navigate that kind of stuff? And yeah, pretty much anything. And we always have a beer on each episode. So I'm drinking a New Belgium Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's a mango IPA. I love fruity IPAs, so that's good. So we're always drinking new beer. Every episode got to have a beer, so I might as well. Yeah, it's just something fun. And he's actually, I got to know him with Bear Skn, and we worked with him. And he's here in Portland. And then when we moved here, we're like, oh, well, we should work on something more together. And he's actually like 2 blocks away from where we live.
Oh.
He was like, oh, we came to visit the city right before we moved to kind of check out neighborhoods. And we were going to meet up for lunch. And he's like, well, where are you guys? And we like the place that we were looking at, we're like, oh, we're here. And he's like, wow, that's really close. We're like, cool. And then it's like 2 blocks away. So we live in the same hood over here in Portland, in East Portland.
Very nice. No, that's I remember sitting at my computer working on stuff, and you sending me a message, and you were like, we just started this podcast. Take a listen. Let me know what you think. And it's so crazy to think that it's been 2 years.
No, when I saw that, I was like, wait, we're at 2 years, because we're like, oh, we did 100 episodes, yay! And then it was like, wow, and then it was like 105 or 6, and I was like, wait, it's been 2 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I
really just started doing this like video chat thing when we do it, because we can't be together. So we're starting to do we do them on, they're on YouTube or whatever. So you can watch us talk about stuff too if you want.
You've also done at least 1 or 2 Instagram live.
Oh yeah, we do our happy hours every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and we just we either chat a little bit about the episode that came out on Tuesday, or we talk about whatever people want to talk about and ask us questions on Instagram Live. So it goes all kinds of crazy depending on what people want to talk about.
Nice. And
have another beer. And
no, that's awesome. I love it. I am so happy that you guys have found like this niche that is missing from a lot of podcasts. Like, we've been doing Flame On. I've been a part of Flame On now for 8-ish years, which makes me just sit there and go, God damn, where did time go?
Started a podcast when they started podcasts.
Yeah. And Flame On, I think this year or next year turns 10. Like, so it's crazy. And we do them every other week. So the fact that you guys sit there and you do your recordings every week and put them out, props to you on that, because it's not easy.
All right. Well, we were banking them before all this, but now we have like a couple episodes that are in case something happens that are perennial. They're not topical, timely or anything. So
yeah.
But yeah, we just get together once a week, or twice a week, because we do the happy hour thing. But yeah, and yeah, we talk about all kinds of stuff. We're probably going to revisit some of the sex and dating and relationships, because those always do really they're very popular. Everyone wants to know more about relationships, and positions for big bodies and dating when you're bigger and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And now with the world changing so much around us, those topics are even more important because it's a matter of trying to navigate the world with COVID and doing all of that. And I love the fact that New York State Health Department, I don't know if you saw this, released a document where it talks about like how to be safe having sex during the time of COVID.
Yeah.
And and it was like, keep it kinky, and so it starts talking about glory holes, and it's like, I see you, state of New York. I see you.
They know what's going on. They know people are out doing it, so you gotta keep it safer.
And the funny part is, if you actually go and you find that tweet and you find the document, it's actually a great resource because it has so much information just in general about like this whole thing and how staying at home and masturbation is your safest bet and like all these different things. And it really breaks it down into a very real conversation of like, okay, these are the things that we're dealing with. These are the things that we're looking at. I'm starting to see documents and articles about how to like hug in a world with COVID in it, because you have family members and children that like you're not able to do this, and like the back of the head kisses are the way to like to go with some of these things. And I'm like, this is really going to change like how I interact with people. And I haven't seen so many people moving up here a couple of months ago. It's like, oh my God, I love this city and I want to see everybody. And it's like, okay, well, pandemic says no.
You like moved right as it started, or like
shortly after like all the lockdowns started going into effect. Chicago had gone on lockdown roughly 2 weeks before I moved up here. Okay. So I've been up here for the majority of the lockdown.
So just really get to put your house together and get it unpacked. And
if my shit had gotten here on time, I went an entire month without anything.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's neither here nor there. That's a topic for a whole other time. But Jody, thank you so much for being a part of this.
My pleasure.
Let's run through the banners again. So check out not just their Pride collection, the new Pride backwoods. Hold on, I'm going to get you. Let's get you full screen. There we go. You got the Pride, their Pride boxer briefs, and all of the rest of the bearskin apparel at bearskin.com. That's SKN. It's on the screen right now. BEARSKN.com. Make sure that you follow them on Facebook. Obviously, just search for Bearskin. Their Instagram handle is at bear_SKN. Take pictures, tag them, DM them, let them know that you're wearing them, you're enjoying the underwear. That's a huge thing. You're taking them thoughty pictures to send anyway to the boys. Might as well share them with them. And that
get you some more followers. So
right, there you go. And then check out Jody and Bruce. I'm so ingrained to Bruce and Jody, and I had it flipped here. I was like,
that's all right.
Check out Jody and his co-host Bruce on Heavy Conversation. Episodes come out every week on Tuesday.
Tuesday, yep, they come out every Tuesday, and we do Instagram Live every Wednesday. So if you want to just chat or ask us questions on that, feel free to come and join us and take a look.
That's 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah, I do all that. I can't remember. I struggled with meeting up with you on this.
Well, that's why when I was sending you the info, I was like, I made sure mentally. I
was like, not until 8:00. What?
And I was like, I always do that because now moving into the Central Time Zone, most of our Flame On cast is in Eastern. Yep. I'm in Central, and Brian is in Pacific. So my brain is constantly thinking in 3 time zones. So I always make sure to put everything in Eastern and then Pacific, because I mean, Central, you just go back an hour. So, so check out Jody and Bruce on Instagram Live at Heavy Convo, and join them on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for their happy hours. Anything else that you wanted to plug, promote, talk about?
I got a lot going on, so buy some underwear, keep me busy.
Absolutely. And again, if you've ever called me daddy, by all means, let them know. They'll send me a gift card or send me cute underwear.
Yeah, Father's Day, Daddy's Day is coming up. Got to buy some underwear.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, everybody that has been watching. Umberto, Chase, Justin, who've all put comments in the thread. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next week, next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time for another Small Business Spotlight. And until then, take care of yourselves. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.